Hola, hi, cześć, and welcome to the epilogue of 2x1 project. Every project needs an evaluation, summary, something like that. So I decided to record this as well. After these 7 days I got some conclusions. There were some weaker sides, but also some stronger sides. Let's start with the weaker ones, or with the coffee. So first I will mention probably the lack of equipment. I wish I could record all the songs in good quality, but unfortunately I do not have any decent microphone. So for example, when I was recording my voice, I was using accordion, I was using this camera right here, the same that I'm using to record everything I say. So I know that the quality of my recordings wasn't that good, but it's the less important problem of the whole project. The whole idea was to record 2 songs each day during the week, and well, despite it felt like exciting and fascinating and I want to do the thing, it was actually not that good idea to make it a daily project. Here is why. So first of all, I didn't have time to practice each song, and as I said at the beginning, I'm not a professional musician. So often when I play accordion, you can hear I'm out of the tempo, sometimes I push the wrong key, and so on and so on. And when I was singing, on the other hand, I spent a lot of time recording each voice and trying to find my possibilities, my scale and so on. When you do not practice regularly, then you're actually not prepared to do such thing without mistakes. It's pretty obvious that there will be a lot of mistakes, and that was something that I had to struggle with. The other thing about this lack of time is that I didn't have time to do the proper research about each song, and I really wanted to not just to play it to you or sing it to you, but also I wanted to tell you something about this song or the culture that it's part of, and so on and so on. And I wasn't able to do this because I didn't have time for it. So when I gave it the second thought, of course, during this week, I thought that if it would ever continue, then the best solution is, I suppose, to make it a weekly project, not a daily one, because I would have the week time to practice. I wouldn't have just few hours to think how I can sing it or the way I can play it, so it would be maybe a bit more interesting. These are the weaker sides that I found. Probably there is much more than that. I wish to have some feedback from you right now. I wasn't so sure about it a week ago, but now, why not? But let us get to the stronger sides. Actually, this project had very positive influence on myself. The first thing I thought about, what has changed in a good way for me, what did this project bring to me? It was something that I have never been familiar to. I started to accept my face. So as a photographer, I know that many people hate to be on this side of lens. They do not really like themselves on photos. The reason is very simple. That's because we are totally used to the image that we can see in the mirror. That when we see the picture of us that shows how do we look indeed, we feel a bit strange. We don't like this person in this photo. And of course there are people that just love to be on photos. Check the Instagram. I always had the same problem. I really hated myself on photos. When I look at myself in a mirror, it looks like okay. Then when I look at the photo of me, I feel like, who the fuck is he? After this week being on this side of camera, after week of working with my own image, I felt like, okay, this is how I look. That's all. The other thing I really hated about myself was my voice. It's also a common thing that we do not really like our voices when they're recorded. But I consider my voice as really boring, really unattractive, and frankly, it was one of the reasons that I always preferred to not to talk too much, unless I was drunk. And yes, after a week of recording myself on many paths, recording my voice like in normal way, a bit higher, a bit lower, in all harmonies and so on, I started actually to accept it. Of course, now I know that some of the songs I could record better if I had time and proper equipment. But still, I really enjoyed some of these songs. So that was the first conclusion, first positive conclusion that I had after this project. The second one is also very personal, because I found out that okay, I can force myself to make the first video, then probably I can force myself to do the second one, and then I didn't have to force myself anymore. Except the fourth day. It was disaster, but the weather was really bad and I had a huge headache. But yeah, every other video, it was like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, that's all. I think I will end this video with the only last more positive conclusion. I realized that actually these weaker sides, I can change it to make it better. Well, if you can solve it, then there is no problem. And at the end, I would love to thank you all for the feedback I already got, like on Facebook or on private messages or on YouTube. It really means a lot to me, because at the beginning I felt like, Jesus, I'm just making the clown of myself, and fuck, I was so embarrassed at the beginning, but then after 7 days I feel like, yeah, cool, it's done, and really people told me that, yeah, you did kind of good job, so fine, yeah, keep it going. And because I am so grateful, I decided to record one bonus track for you. It's a very sad, however, one of my absolutely beloved Ukrainian traditional songs. Guess the title. Oj tam na hori. But of course it's a different one than the previous. It's my thank you to you. Oj tam na hori, oj tam na kruti, oj tam sиділа й параху убив, oj там сиділа й параху убив. Вони сиділи, парувалися, сиділи взявся стрілець і закрутих гір, розбив, розлучив пару голів, розбив, розлучив пару голів. Голубка не їсть, голубка не п'є, на крутую гору плакати йде, на крутую гору плакати йде. So I'm really grateful to all people who were with me during this week. I also hope that maybe I inspired some of you. Yeah, of course I don't mean you have to start your own project with music or whatever. I know many of you did know these songs, but some of you maybe didn't. I really wish that some of you maybe started to look for other music that you didn't know before. Maybe you got inspired by some cultures, some histories. Maybe I don't know. I just hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that it left something in your mind. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure for me, and I had a lot of fun. I'm not sure if my flatmate had so much fun as like me, because you know. So please stay home and stay healthy and drink coffee always. Coffee is good for everything. Bye!